when do you want to get married?
Where do you think you're going? When am I meeting your mama? And we just met yesterday. I would rather have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. And I can say that from a real place of honesty because I've experienced both sides of that.
You have to be willing to look stupid.
Yes, you have to be willing to look dumb, because then it's like,
you nasty girl. I kind of should have stepped back from that situation. I could have stepped back from that situation and avoided getting hurt in the end. Girl, if you only knew.
If you only knew, right?
If you only knew what was going on. Oh my gosh, I can already tell I'm going to be looking at myself.
Me too. It's okay.
Oh my gosh! Finally!
Wait.
I've been trying to catch you, boys, all day! Bruh.
You know, that sums it up.
As you can see, we are very, very comfortable today. I took the stands down. I got my juice with me. And I got my homegirl with me. We got the blanket. And this is just long awaited.
Long overdue.
Like, we be talking all the time, but now y'all about to hear it, and
I might have to tone it down a little bit. You know, I have no filter.
we was gonna bring the tequila out, but she said that might be too much, and I was like, okay, friend.
Yeah, you know, y'all might know all my secrets of where the bodies is buried. Hey. Can't have that.
I mean, shoot, what they gonna do? What they gonna do? Fight us? Anyway,
they might.
They might. Okay. Ciao. All right. So, guys, Saniya is... Let me just give y'all some background on Saniya. We've officially been friends for 10 years. Because we graduated middle school in 2016.
No.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yes, we did.
Yep.
Yes, we did, because that's when we started freshman year of high school.
Girl, 10-year challenge. And we just went through so much, like so much BS, tears, laughter, life changes, just everything. And I feel like this is going to be a really good episode because in real life, one thing I will always tell y'all is I always take something away from my guests. But I get to take stuff away from you like every time I call you. Because we talk like every day, like every other day.
By 8:30.
Yeah, I be like, we really the new adults talking on the way to work.
Yes.
So, like talking on the way home, making happy hour plans. Life just really hits you. Really hit you fast.
I was about to say that, fast. Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing that I really admire before we get into everything about both of us is I feel like we both really pour into each other. Like,
significantly.
Sometimes it's something that I really need to hear, or sometimes it's something that you really needed to hear, but it's an equal share. And I just love how, you know, sometimes we hit our head, but most times we make the mistakes we gotta make and we learn from them, and we be like, bro, let me put you on game.
Yes. Like, we always have some sort of like situation. And it's like after we get through it and experience it, we'll kind of like go to each other like, look, let me tell you about the BS that I just went through. And this is what I took away from it. Yeah. And we like kind of bounce off of each other very like smoothly.
We're always here.
Always here.
So let me ask you, since we're on the topic of like 10-year challenge and the past and when we were, when we were 13 and 14, what did you think life would look like at 24 when you were, let's say, 18, like we graduated? What did you think this part of your life would look like?
That's easy. So when I was 18, I was in 12th grade. So I think at this point in my life, I thought that I would have been graduating from Harvard with a degree in
Neuroscience.
Yes, yes. I do think I would have stuck with neuroscience. So at this point in my life, like 18-year-old me would think that I would be graduated from Harvard this year or last year or whatever. And that I would be going into medical school right now. I probably would, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's like the bulk of it. Like, I feel like that would have been my biggest accomplishment at this point in my life. Is that the case now? No, it is not. It's very different.
Just for context, when you say it's very different. There's a little surface.
A little surface? Okay. Mm-hmm. So, well, I'm a mom now. That's the biggest thing. I'm a
Mamacita?
Mamacita. I'm very much a mamacita. I have one child, a 1-year-old. She's actually going to be 2 in April. Shout out Harlem. So, yeah. So, I'm a mom now. Yeah, I think that's the most significant thing I will say. And school. I think motherhood, school and motherhood. I don't know. Oh God, I'm actually really getting nervous. Stop. Because I don't. Oh my God, I don't need y'all in my business.
Okay, y'all get the gist of it.
Yeah,
motherhood, working full time, working on getting your degree as well. Yeah, no, ain't nothing to be embarrassed about. If I were to talk to my 18-year-old self, I wouldn't have went to school. Honestly, my parents had to pull teeth for me to go to school. I said
really?
Teeth. See, they had to pull teeth. Yeah, for me to go to school. I didn't think I was gonna go to school, and truth be told, I didn't think I would be working. I don't know. I kind of had like a social media idea of life. So now I still have the same vision, but I know that it's not going to be just a straight shot. You get what I'm saying? Like, I have to have stuff in place to get to where I want to go.
Right.
So, yeah. I don't think anybody is living there what they imagined, especially like in this economy and the job market. The job market freaking sucks. And
it does.
You just, man, I don't know. You just learn so much.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to believe that 2020 was 6 years ago.
It is. I actually was just thinking about that. I was like, wait, that was literally, oh, excuse me. That was literally 6 years ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, yeah.
Yeah, so learning about the job market and learning, you really can't just, now I'm about to,
Right. Like,
you really can't just get a job and then move up and then move up and then move up and then move up. Like, it's so many obstacles.
Yeah, it's a tough process. It definitely is.
And I'm kind of hopping all over the board right now, but just being one of the youngest people at your job and the obstacles that comes with as well. What is that like for you?
Oh man, I think I'm actually glad we're on this topic. So for me, I am very sensitive about my age in the workplace.
Really?
I don't tell anybody my age because 9 times out of 10, in fact, I don't think that I've ever, worked with someone who was younger than me at this point in where I'm working now. It's always been people that are older than me. So for me, it's like very discomforting. I feel like if they know my age, they're going to discriminate as far as my ability to do the things that they need me to do, or just automatically think like, oh, that's a young hoe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
how she get this job? She must know somebody.
Yeah. And so it definitely like when they're older than you, it can definitely kind of make you feel a little insecure. So I don't disclose my age or anything like that. I'm just like, look, I'm here to do what y'all need me to do, and I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability. My age is irrelevant at this point. So I think that is one way that I have kind of made myself feel comfortable in those kind of situations. Just understanding that everybody doesn't need to know everything about you when you're in a work setting.
Yeah.
And I also learned the hard way how sometimes that can protect you by them not necessarily knowing everything, because when stuff hits the fan, if it hits the fan, socially in the workplace, sometimes people will use certain information that they have against you in a way. So yeah, I don't know. I just kind of try to keep that in mind, but yeah.
I like being the youngest at my job.
Really?
I like it. Sometimes it bites me in the butt a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I just
Excuse me. Oh, excuse me.
Then I just
Sorry,
remember,
guys.
no, you're fine, that I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
Like, as humbly as possible, right? I feel like I'm not the average 23-year-old. So I just keep that in my head. Like, I'm different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different.
In a different... Oh, shit.
Oh, a different world. But no, like, that's the only thing that keeps me like, okay, I'm gonna brush that off. I ain't worried about that. But
Yeah.
other than that, I like being the youngest.
Really?
I remember we were gonna have somebody I think was like a little bit younger than me. I was like, damn, my way, man.
Yeah.
Like, this is my family.
Right.
This is my work aunt. This is my work cousin. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't having that.
You like to be the baby, and you're stingy about that title.
But you know what? I am the baby in my life.
I was about to say that. I was about to say you're like that because you're the baby in your life.
I'm the baby. Literally.
Yeah.
I'm the only granddaughter. I'm my dad's only daughter. I'm my mom's youngest child. I'm always the baby. Like,
So it's like another young hoe coming here. You like, wait, what's the TikTok song where it's like, who are you? And it's like, I'm Pam. Who are you?
I'm the owner of this house. No, because it really be like that. But and then like my boyfriend, like, he spoils me, so I'm like, dude, it's my world.
Yeah.
It's my world.
Her perfect world.
Exactly.
Got it right that time.
I knew you could do it. It's not like it's everywhere in the studio.
Right. Like, it's not like I could have messed that up, right?
Right. But okay, we talked about work a little bit. Now I want to get all in your business.
Oh.
Now I want to get all in your
right.
business. So, yes, my girl is a mother. But my girl is also a MILF. My girl's also a MILF. So, tell me what dating has been like for you. Like, I know, you know what? I'm going to just let you go. I'm going to just let you talk about it.
Okay. I'm nervous. You don't have a specific
question?
point? Yeah.
Okay.
If not, it's fine, but that will give me a sense of direction.
Specifically, what has dating been like for you as, I'm going to say, as a young mom? And then just, what does the dating feel like? Because I kind of been out for a minute, and
yeah,
it's like, I get DMs, so I feel like it's bad out there. I feel like,
I think it's been fun. It's been fun. And honestly, it's taken me out my comfort zone. And it's taken me out my comfort zone in the sense of, because I'm really Mariah the Scientist at heart. Like, I really am. Like, when I like you and feel some type of way about you, I'm really Mariah, right? So I think dating has presented this raw reality for me that you can't be Mariah for everybody. And also, you shouldn't want to be. Like, you should want to take your time and understand, like, if that's who you are as a person, as a woman, and you know you love hard, you have to kind of keep that part of you in this sacred box, because not everybody should be entitled to that. So I think you have to be very, like, you know how people be like, oh, I'm strict. No, you really have to be strict. And I feel like some people say they're strict, but they're not really strict.
You saying in general? In
general. Like, okay. Well, no. When it comes to dating. Okay. Yes. Like, you have to, and being strict looks different for everybody. My version of strict is not going to be the same version of your version of strict, or Sam's version of strict, or whoever. You know, it's going to look different. So once I realized what my strict looked like, I was sticking to that. And I'm like, you know what? You know, if you don't necessarily meet what I want, I just will move on, you know? And I think, I say all this to say, though, tying it back to what dating has been like, and me kind of stepping out of my Mariah the Scientist mindset for a little bit, was just being patient. Like, dating has caused me to be very patient and really take my time with people and understand that not everybody is somebody that's going to, be the one that you actually want to commit to, or, not everybody's going to want to commit to you either. I realized the true reality of men, that sometimes, like, they just have a certain mindset, and I realized very quickly when it was not aligning with what I wanted. So, yeah, I'm trying to get to the point of it all, which is, it's been fun. What else was I gonna say? It was something that I was gonna say. Yeah, I've just taken my time with people. I've gone out on like dates and stuff like that, and I used to have this habit of, all right, once I connect with somebody, we go on a date, I automatically like you, and we're gonna stick together for however long until this end. It's us, right? When I tell you, I'm so far removed from that mindset to where it's like I can go on a date with one person. I feel like I'm putting myself out there a little bit, but listen, it's dating.
It's real.
It's real, right? Like, it's not like I'm in a committed relationship with you or anything like that. For me, dating is very different from courting. Like, if we're dating, it's like we're going out on a date, we're getting to know each other. Okay, cool. But if we're courting, it's like, oh, you have specific intentions with me, and they're serious intentions revolving around commitment. So it's like, okay, that is us, like, in the courting stage and stuff like that, and my expectations of you are going to be a little bit higher than we were when we were just dating and getting to know each other. So yeah, I've gone out on my fair share of dates, and I've had a good time. It's some people that I genuinely got to know them and was like, okay, like, I could see us going out on a second date. It's some people where I'm like, oh, okay, this was our first and last date. And I have no issue with ever letting them know that in the most respectful way possible to them. Like, I'm usually like, oh, okay, like, this is great. I just feel like, what I want is a little different, or I feel like, I just want to focus on myself right now. And I've never, lied to them about that, because sometimes I'm like, look, this made me realize I actually want to take some time to myself before I go out on another date. Or sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, I don't think this is the person for me, but I'm, someone else hits me up, and obviously I'm not just saying yes to everybody, but it's like, if it's somebody that I feel like it's worth saying yes to, then okay, sure, we'll go out on a date, tomorrow. And I was just on one yesterday. Like, that's what dating looks like, though. And I think that nowadays, people will look at that as like, what's the word?
I get what you're saying. Like, going from one person to another person.
Yeah, and it's nothing wrong with just having a conversation with someone and getting dinner or whatever that looks like, however they want to set the date up. Mm-hmm. It's not always about, having sex with that person and stuff like that, or, any form of sexual contact. But yeah, so it's just, it's been fun though.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I feel like we've always been like that. Like, as soon as, and everyone isn't like that. Hold on, let me finish my thought before I lose it.
Get it out.
We have always been like that. Like, once we like somebody, okay,
you my man.
Yeah. Now we boyfriend and girlfriend.
Like, and if I catch you talking to somebody else, call the police.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is us.
Now that we boyfriend and girlfriend, when do you want to get married?
Where do you think you going? When am I meeting your mama? And we just met yesterday.
Stop, for real. Like, if you like me how you say you like me,
where's the ring?
I just feel like, bruh. And some of my friends from high school, I just remember them being like always so, oh, I could talk to this person, I could talk to that person, I could talk to that person. And I was like, huh. Like, it's just interesting how people can do that. And now I look back and I'm like, dang, like, you was really on to something. Like, you was really having fun.
Yes.
And I would say I had my fair share of that too, like in high school, but just talking to people. But yeah, as you can see, been in a relationship for 4 years, so
you've been off the market, baby. You is locked down, but nobody ever looked your way.
Nah, for real. So let me ask you this:
okay,
do you think every relationship? No, I don't want to say that. Okay, let me back up.
Okay.
Let's say someone wanted to get into a relationship, but they were scared of being hurt. Do you think that you have to put yourself in a position to be hurt if you want to find love? Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense. And the answer is so simple. Yes. I do think you do, because, and I used to think this quote was so cheesy, but it's really not. It's so real. I would rather have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. And I can say that from a real place of honesty because I've experienced both sides of that. I remember when, and this was, in my dating area and stuff like that. I mean, dating era and stuff like that. Granted, I'm still single.
Oh my God.
Just, but, well, let me not say it too hard because I might get knocked out.
Right. So what was that you was talking about?
Right. I was on hold today and get a call like, oh yeah, what you said? But no, so I've experienced both sides of that because I remember when I was in this stage where how do I put it? I think I was still healing from certain stuff that I had went through, or I was emotionally unavailable because I was hurt by someone that I was dealing with. And I started talking to somebody new and I just could not bring the Mariah out of me. Like she was just non-existent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, that's crazy because that's who I am at my absolute core. But she just couldn't come out because I realized after the fact that I was very emotionally unavailable. So I realized that this person cared for me, and I think a part of me cared for them, but I just could not love them or care for them the way that I knew that I was capable of. And once that ended, I think a part of me felt bad because I was like, dang, like I really could have gave this person a lot more than I did, but I couldn't for whatever reason. And I kept replaying everything and thinking about what could have been. And now it felt like this lack of true closure because I'm like, dang, like what would it have been like if I was able to really like give you the love that I know that I'm capable of, So it felt like this unfinished business thing. And so granted, I never continued to talk to that person and, we ended things, but yeah, I'm like, dang, like what would that have been like? And so it's like you wonder for a while. And then it's like on the flip side of it, I've loved and lost too, where it's like I actually did give someone that Mariah side of me and that ended and it felt like such a major loss. But being on both sides of it now in hindsight, since I've been on the side of not giving my all, I greatly appreciate giving my all a lot more now because I realized that at least I tried and I knew I did my absolute best, and it's not this sense of unfinished business and lack of closure. I feel like when you kind of embarrass yourself a little bit and are all in and emotionally available for a person, it sucks when it ends, especially if they do you wrong, but you have this sense of closure and peace because you're like, dang, I actually did all that I could have, and now I can peacefully move on to the next person. And it's going to take you some time to get to that point where you're like, all right, I'm ready to be Mariah for this new person, but you'll get there. Just take your time. Don't rush into something, because when you rush into something, 9 times out of 10 you're not emotionally available. So you take your time, heal, and then you're like, all right, I'm ready to be her again. So yeah, I think it's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all, because it
when two people come together just in general and try to merge lives in a sense, it's always going to be some sort of conflict. So like I have a friend, for example, he's always shout out to him, he's always so nervous to kind of put his foot out and
in dating, really,
and take the next step because he's worried that this person's gonna hurt him or this person da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, but what if it goes right? Like, what if it goes so right? Like, you have to be willing to put yourself out there. That's the only way it's gonna happen. And if it doesn't end up happening the way you want it to, all right, cool, on to the next.
Right.
But that's the only way. Like, you have to be willing to look stupid.
Yes, you have to be willing to look dumb, because then it's like you'll never know unless you try.
Yeah.
And me personally, this is gonna sound very weird, but I be happy when stuff end. Like, not in a way to where it's like, oh, I'm glad he's gone. Like, no, I'm gonna feel sad if I actually liked you and stuff like that, or if I built this routine of talking to you every day. That's natural. But it's like, I don't know, like I feel like when stuff ends, I know that it's making room for me to experience something else that's also like fun and gives you those butterflies so you can start over or better. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, like, yeah, I'm gonna be sad for a little bit, but I know that eventually somebody else is gonna come back around. So yeah, and I think I developed that kind of mentality from like my like past experiences or whatever, you know, with that situation. But yeah, so it's like, I feel like once I got over that hurdle, and that was a big ass hurdle.
But you cleared it.
Cleared it. Like, cool. But once I got through that, it was like nothing. I became fearless when it came to the dating world. Like, I'm still human. I have emotions. Yeah. But, you know, it's like, yeah.
Now when you're dating, right, what are your non-negotiables? Yeah, what are your non-negotiables? You can't do this, you can't have this, you can't smell like this, you can't. What is it?
Dang, that's a good question. So I'm not gonna put it out there, you know, because all right, I'm gonna put it out there,
because she got a lot, y'all. She was talking about her program. My girl run a tight program, but okay. Just give me like one. Give me one.
Okay.
That just will not cut it.
Ooh. I'm thinking of a couple of different ones. I would say somebody that's selfish. If you selfish, it's not going to work. Because I know that I'm not selfish when dating. Like, I know, like, let me not say when dating. When we locked in a relationship or we're in the courting phase, getting ready to make that transition, it's very clear that, you know, I care for you and I'm more than willing to support you in whatever ways you need. You know, the stuff that a person would need to feel supported and loved and cared for in a relationship.
Right.
I have no issue with giving those things times 10. But if you're selfish and it's like you're not, how do I put it? Like, ooh, I can't give it a good example of it. I don't know what it is, but it's like, I don't know. I just don't like selfish, like selfish men.
I mean, it speaks for itself.
Yeah, like
think outside the box. Think about me. Think about what I would like. What would not make me feel at ease.
Oh, I know what it is. A big non-negotiable for me is to not be considered.
There you go.
To not be considered.
Yeah, and I think that falls under the umbrella of selfish.
Yes.
So
yes, it definitely falls under that same umbrella. But to kind of like put a bow on it, lack of consideration, that is a non-negotiable for me. And I don't think that it's something that can be trained or taught on the spot when we already, you know, just started talking to each other and we're dating and eventually courting and going to be in a relationship. I think that's something that is part of your character. You know, and I feel like
character flaw, yeah.
It's a character flaw, and that's something that I cannot work with. I could see if it's like, you know, I can't really give an example of it, but it's like, I could see if it was something else besides that. But if it's a character flaw, that's, lost me.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something that I heard, and this quote, I heard it on TikTok a while back, and it has stuck with me so heavily. No one is exempt from a man's character. So if you are naturally like, you know, a person who cheats everything, or, you know, you're just naturally a certain kind of way, or naturally a very like mean and aggressive person, or just evil spirited, I might not see it in the beginning when we're dating or even through the courting, but eventually I'm gonna catch the tail end of that, and I'm gonna see it eventually, because I'm not exempt. Regardless of how you feel about me, I'm not exempt. So it's like, if your character is fucked up, I can't do it, you know. So
yeah, character flaw, like that's deep. Like that's in your core. You get what I'm saying? It's not like,
that's who you are.
Yeah,
that's who you are. It's not one of those moments where a conversation can fix it, where we say, hey babe, let's sit down and talk about this. It's not that, because that's who you are and that's who you've been. And I'm not about to sit here and try to undo XY. I can't undo 24 years of who you've been. I just got here. You know, so it's like,
you like that the last 24, you're like that in the next 24.
Yes.
I was just gonna say that it's not something simple like, oh, you forgot to take the trash out. Oh, you left the toilet seat up. Dude, you need therapy.
Yes. Like, you need to have that conversation with your mom about why you are the way you are in terms of like y'all relationship, because now it's starting to impact me.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, and that's a big reason why I think I'm very okay with taking my time, because I know what it's like to rush into something and miss someone's character. So it's like, oof. Mm-mm.
What's your love language?
Wait, now you're putting them in my business.
Yeah. What's your? I think I know it.
I think you're gonna get it wrong.
Yeah, I think I know what it is.
Really?
Yeah, just as your friend.
You think you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're gonna get it wrong, because it changed recently.
What you mean it changed?
It changed. I don't have the same one that I used to have. So I actually want to hear what your guess is.
I have
I would be utterly surprised if you got it right.
I think if you're saying it changed, my first option was going to be quality time. That was going to be my first. Now that you're saying it's changed, I feel like at this stage in your life, it's acts of service.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. Both of those are wrong.
No.
Yes.
What is it?
It's physical touch.
You nasty girl. Really?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
I would
it
have
is
never
definitely
guessed that.
That's why I said you would have never guessed that, because in all my life that has never been my love language until now.
Yeah, what the hell? Who are you?
I don't know. I feel like, you know,
Okay,
it's
you
just
know what mine
changed.
is?
I think I know what yours is.
What is it? Why am I freezing?
It's definitely not physical touch. It's, because what are they? I think yours is probably words of affirmation. I don't think that's it either. Hold on. It's not physical touch. It's not words of affirmation. That leaves acts of service. I'm surprised you didn't say gifts for me.
No. Nah.
Really? I'm actually really surprised that you didn't say gift giving for me. Granted, gift giving actually is one of my love languages. It's like right next to physical touch.
Yeah, I can see that.
But that's my receiving love language. It's a little bit my giving love language too. But yeah. For you, I'm not going to say gift giving. I'm going to say quality. No, acts of service. Acts of service is my final guess.
No. It was quality time.
Quality time.
Yeah,
is that what I guessed first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love being together.
I feel like you like your alone time. Because you're a homebody.
Okay. I like my, not necessarily alone time. I like quiet time. Like, I'm not a lounge. I'm not a bar. I don't overstimulated.
We the exact opposite.
Because
you know me, I'm like, where's the music? Where's the drinks? Where's the vibes?
It's too much going on.
Yeah.
But in a setting like this, I could be with somebody all day.
That is so sweet. That is actually really, I actually like that a lot.
Yeah.
I think in this season, I'm very further away from like the outside vibe. I kind of like being inside. I feel like I haven't gone outside in a little bit of time now, and it's been great. Like, I've actually enjoyed it, and I think it's probably going to be my new thing for a little while.
Being outside?
No, inside.
Oh, being inside.
Yeah.
We can be inside together.
We can be inside together.
And cuddle.
Since
now it's physical touch. What the hell?
But yeah.
What would you say is the biggest red flag that you've ignored in the past? Even though we kind of touched on it just a little bit.
The biggest red flag that I've ignored in the past is,
it would be something minor. Or it could be something that was right in your face, but you just loved them so much. And she was like, I can't see that flag. I can't read that sign.
Ooh.
I can't see, I'm blind.
Ooh, this is hard. This is actually going to be really hard because I usually catch him. And I make a note where I'm like, oh no, this isn't going to work. I don't know.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, I'll go
Let me get
first.
my gears turning a little bit.
So, I don't know if I told you about this or not, but it was a minor situation. This guy that I was talking to, and you know, we already talked about it. Like, when I'm on somebody, I'm on them. I'm like, okay, we talking right now. Then we gonna start dating.
Oh, I got mine. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
keep it.
No,
hold
no,
it.
go
hold
ahead.
that thought.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it.
It was a very minor flag, but something as simple as no, it was a major flag. Like, I feel like you don't want me to meet your parents. I know that's a major flag, but I just thought, oh, okay, maybe not now. And it could seem like a minor thing, but it's something that I, like, in the end, that joint hurt me. That joint hurt me, like, really bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I would let you meet my parents.
Now, something as simple as that. It's like, if I would have paid attention to that, I kind of should have stepped back from that situation. I could have stepped back from that situation and avoided getting hurt in the end. But you live and you learn now.
So why did that eventually translate as a red flag to you? Like, was he cheating? Was it he was bringing another bitch around to see his mama? Like,
no, he's wasting my time.
Oh, so he didn't take you serious.
Definitely didn't.
And therefore did not want to introduce you to serious people in his life.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I was like, what's wrong with me? I'm pretty cool.
Very cool.
And if we're gonna date in the future, oh my God, this nigga is just looking at me like, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish, but you gotta be out of here by 10 o'clock, baby girl.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
You live and you learn. I laugh at it now, and I could talk about it on my podcast now. But it's just like, for that to happen, and then for me to be heard about it, and then for this person to, like, go and get married and move across the country, it was like a wake up.
Wait. Backtrack.
Oh.
Got married and moved across the country.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes.
Wow.
At the ripe age of 22. Granted, stuff happened, but like when you 20, because this happened in 2022. When you at the ripe age of 20 and you think like you really feeling somebody, this is my first person out of high school. I was just, and he was older than me.
She like him older, y'all.
Dude. Shout out my man. But
granddaddy.
No, for real. Like, let me make sure this thing's still on. Yeah. Oh my God, that joint messed me up so much. But I look back at it and I laugh now, and I be like, that would have been a wild last name anyway. But okay. That's the reality, y'all. That is the reality of it. My name would have been long as hell. All right. This is my show. Okay, go ahead. Your red flag.
Okay, so something that I ignored, and oh my gosh, I feel like this is actually really dumb, because it's like, you should have knew, you know what I mean? But y'all, okay,
no way you could have known.
I had met this guy. I'm not gonna say when it was, but I had met this guy, and literally, how do I put it? I would call him, right? And eventually it became a red flag that I did not ignore, and I kind of caught on to it, and I cut him off. I would call him, and we would be on the phone for a little bit, everything going fine. And then it's like 11:30 p.m. at night. We having a conversation or whatever. And this would be like if we were on the phone. And he'd be like, oh, hold on real quick, my aunt calling me. And it's like 11:30. Now it's like, okay, cool. I ain't tripping the first time, because I'm like, dang, is everything good? Is it a friendly emergency?
Right.
Like, what's going on? But then it became a very consistent thing. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you guys have family calls every night around like 11:30, and then I don't hear from you again until maybe like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's like stuff like that where you naturally would catch that. But because I trusted him. Like, I actually did trust him. Yeah. So it wasn't one of those things where I'm like, oh, like, you out here talking to a bitch, aren't you? Like how Rasputia be with Norman. Where you going? Like, it wasn't that kind of vibe. Granted, I really liked him, but I wasn't there yet. And I also, like, I wanted to trust him. So I'm like, okay, cool. But now looking back on it, it's like, I couldn't have been more dumb. Like, literally, it got to a point where I was like, you know what? She can have you. I'm like, you not about to sit here and keep playing in my face. So, granted, to this day, I have no evidence that it was a girl, right? But when you know, you know. And I'm not about to sit here and look stupid and betray my intuition when it has protected me in so many different situations before you. What makes you any different? At the end of the day, women's intuition is so strong, so real, so powerful. I'm not about to play with you. And I'm not about to let you sit here and play with me either. So we can end this the easy way. We're done. And I texted him that day because I just was fed up. And it wasn't because he was taking these calls at 11:30 each night. It got to a point to where he became very inconsistent. To where it was like, okay, like for example, you say you're gonna call me and then I don't hear from you 6+ hours later. So then I actually pick up the phone. I'm like, you know what? I'm actually calling him, see what he's doing, because I haven't heard from him. And then you decline the call and say, hold on, I'm on the phone with my aunt. Again? Bro, like, bro, it's 12 o'clock in the morning. What do you mean?
Freaky ass aunt. What y'all talking about?
And it's not just the aunt. It would be like, oh, yeah, I'm talking to my dad. Bro, you is not talking to your dad. No, you're not, bro. Your dad has a whole wife that he's laid up next to right now. He is not on the phone with you. Stop lying.
And you know what the craziest part is?
What?
He probably still doing that.
And this is what I mean when I say no one is exempt from a man's character. Because he been doing that way before me. It was a girl before me that I'm sure he was talking to that experienced the same exact thing. We just never met each other to testify to one another.
Right.
Like, I promise you, like, you just are the way you are. You know, and I'm not about to sit there and try to change that because I can't. So, yeah.
I love our lives.
Yeah, I do.
What would you title this chapter in your life? And why would you give it that title?
Ooh. I'm going to do it like an album title. Because at first I had a word that came to mind. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be a cool album title. Okay. I would say Coming Up for Air.
Yeah. I like that. Mm-hmm. I like that a lot.
That's exactly what I would title it. And I think I would title it that because of the new level of perspective that I have and how it has made me just really want to shift in a lot of areas of my life and release a lot of things that I think that I was holding on to. So I think at this point in life, I feel like I'm finally coming up for air because I'm finally seeing everything without the rose-colored glasses on and actually seeing everything for what it is and, you know, what I have the power to change versus what I don't, and really just making my life about me. Because I feel like up until this point, for a little bit of time, I feel like I've been kind of underwater and not really like breathing and, you know, seeing certain things for what they truly are. But because I had a lot of realizations recently, I feel like I'm finally coming up for air and I'm like, all right, that was that phase in that season of your life. Now it's time to actually breathe and swim on to the next season, you know, because you're not in that anymore. And I feel good about that. So,
do you journal at all?
Does ChatGPT count? Like,
no.
Okay.
No, it does not.
Okay. No, I would not say that I journal at all. Maybe I should. Maybe I should.
Or you should have some sort of documentary for yourself. Like for me, I journal every day. And this is kind of documentary in a sense because I'm recording like my conversations, but you should have something that you can go back to and see like, wow, I've really grown. Like, it's funny reading my journal entries from just last June. Like, I was tweaking out. I'd be reading, I'd be like, I cannot believe you thought like that. Like, you thought you ate that. And it's funny. It makes you appreciate all of life's messes. Because then after you get done reading the front, you can go to the middle and you can see like, wow, just, it's nice. Yeah. So, think about that. Some sort of documentary, even if you just do voice memos to yourself a day or, I don't know. But yeah.
Like something to be able to look back on and be like, dang, I've grown significantly.
It feels so good.
That moment or that phase of my life. And I feel like it does feel good too. Especially when it's like you have that hindsight moment where you're like, dang, I'm glad that this happened. Like this worked out for me. This was the best thing that could have happened to me because, now I'm, in this new position. So yeah, I definitely feel like that's a good idea.
And I be looking at my old stuff like, girl, if you only knew.
If you only knew, right? Yeah.
If you only knew what was going on. Like, it's funny. I have journal entries like, yeah, I think I might be in a new position in a month. And it was like 9 months ago.
Wow.
I'll be like, oh, girl.
Wow.
Yeah, stuff like that. But, because if you could see yourself, let's say when you, let's just say like a year ago to now.
Yeah.
And then to what you're going to be in a year from now.
Yeah.
All 3 different people.
Because what's this month? January?
January, girl.
I know exactly what I was doing a year ago from now. And it's so crazy. Because it's like, oh, wow. Like, and I don't think it's too different from where I am now. But it's like, I think it's really like the most significant thing is the amount of time that has passed. Because I think in January, I was planning Harlem's christening and stuff like that. Because, her christening was last February. And she was like, how old was she? Maybe like, she was a couple months old.
Oh, little meatball.
Yeah. Yes.
And then the February before that was her baby shower.
Yes.
Girl.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Dang, that was 2 years ago. My baby is growing up. I miss her. I know she's somewhere wreaking havoc.
Yes.
As she should. What would you say is the best and the not so best part about this season of your life coming up for air?
I think in coming up for air, I am emotionally available. Also, I just have like, I think my desires have changed in a really good way. Like, me, I love to go out and have a good time and stuff like that. And, I'm always down for a new experience somewhere in wherever, or usually like DC. That's my playground. But, but now I feel like my desires and perspective of my responsibilities have changed significantly. Like me, when I first became a mom, I feel like that was the only priority. And then eventually I started to also prioritize myself and my social life and wanted to go out and have a good time. And now I feel like I've done that. Not to say that I won't do it anymore, but I feel like I've done that, and now I'm in a place to where it's like, okay, I'm okay with going out having a good time, like, every once in a while maybe, but it's not really something that excites me the way that it used to. Yeah. And I think it excited me because it was like, oh, this is my release from when I get a break from being a mom. And you never get a break from being a mom, but when I get those like days where I have a break, I'm like, oh, this is my release. But now it's like, that doesn't really feel like the most peaceful release for me. I feel like the most peaceful release is, like, I don't know, just having my priorities in order and having a certain level of structure. And I think going out and stuff like that can take away from that sometimes. So I kind of eased up on that, and it feels really good, actually. So I feel like I'm now in a place where I am balanced.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
My last guest said that, like, word for word.
Really?
I got to show you the clip.
Okay.
She literally said that word for word. She was like, she had the baby and
I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I don't know what is happening right now.
You know what it must be?
What?
Sebastian.
I forgot he lives here. I'm allergic to Sebastian.
You're fine.
I forgot that he lives here. That's what it is.
Yeah, he lives here. See his toy under there?
I hope he stays wherever he's at.
He is not gonna come down here. He don't like people.
Oh, okay.
He don't like people. But no, he really don't. She was basically talking about how postpartum was really hard for her. She just talked about as she went on, she became a master juggler. Like she's at work, she's working on school stuff, doing appointments for the baby. Then she's also at work, so she's
that
doing
is
work
me.
stuff.
That is literally me.
She's like, you can toss anything at me, and I can juggle it.
Yeah.
And she also talked about, that's just so funny. I've never had moms on, and now I have 2 moms back to back. But she also talked about somewhat grieving her previous life, which you were talking about like having a lot of responsibilities and stuff like that. And she was like, I love my child to death, but sometimes she does miss the, her, I don't want to say freedom, but you get what I'm saying. Only having to worry about herself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think we've all experienced that as moms, and I definitely have had that as well. Like, I literally was thinking to myself as I was on my way to work this morning. I was like, dang, what would my ETA be if I was just going straight to work and I wasn't doing school drop off? What would that be? I'm like, dang, I would be at work like 30 minutes early. Like, and now it's like adding that in. I'm like, dang, this is what my new reality looks like. And then I had to kind of stop myself and be like, listen, shoulda, coulda, woulda. This is your life now. So it's like, regardless of what it would have been, doesn't matter because she's here now. And this is your life. Your old life, that doesn't exist anymore. And you have to really be sure you have to make sure that you just focus on where you are now and where you want to be. So, yeah, I definitely can relate to that, though, as far as what she was saying.
Yeah. That's why I was telling her, like, I don't want to like recycle what I was just talking about. It's hard to not do that because like it's me and I have the same thoughts, but just a mom's ability to be able to juggle everything and just adapt anytime she has to. Like, for example, when you have to go pick Harlem up for whatever reason, like everything stops. You got to go there. Baby sick, everything stops. You got to take her there. And I don't know. I be thinking about how I will be as a mom. Like, I don't know if every woman does that. Like, how would I be as a mom? Like, would I be a good mom? But I be thinking about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
once I get past the hard stuff. The hard stuff.
They say all of it's hard.
I was about to say, yeah.
Some stages from what I hear are easier than others. But
yeah. But I'm like, how will I adjust? Like, will I adjust well? I don't know. But it's only one way to find out.
Yeah. Please.
It's only one way to find out.
Please, no.
Another thing I was doing in that episode, I was kind of referencing you a little bit, not by name, but like, for example, we were talking about naked moms, and I was like, I have to ask my friend about that. Like, everything, I was like, I have to ask my friend because you're my first mom friend.
Yeah.
And do you have mom friends?
Yes and no. I think I have yes and no. Like, I have one mom friend that is close to my age. Wait, I don't want to say no because I feel like I might be forgetting
let me rephrase the question then.
Okay.
Do you have someone like how you are to me? Like, grew up together?
No.
Girl.
No.
It's so beautiful.
Really?
It's so beautiful. It's like one, you had a whole baby in you.
I did.
Like, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Then we're texting during labor.
Literally texting while I'm in labor. I'm like, oh my God, wait, I think it's happening.
Yeah, I'm like at work. What do it feel like? Is she here? And I'm like, dang, she ain't text me back yet. Bruh. But no, it's really beautiful. Like, to see your friend come into.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw, so I feel like I'll experience that with you or like with other friends that go through
No,
it.
me.
Okay. No other friends can have a kid
me.
Before you. Okay.
It's like, wow.
I'll let them know.
Gender reveal.
Yes, I forgot about that.
And hearing your mom voice, it's like, wow, this is really nice. Hearing her yell at Harlem. This is really nice. But yeah, I hope I'm that first friend so you can see what it's like.
I hope that you are too. Like, I'm actually really excited for you to have a baby. Not like in a rush for you to, because I want you to live all of your youthful adult life. But
you be killing me with that.
No, and I say that because I had a kid. Granted, 22 is an adult, but I got pregnant when I was 20. Well, really, I was 21. when I got pregnant. I had her at 22. That was literally the start of my 20s. So I feel like once I had her and I started to get in the groove of the early stages of motherhood and build a routine, and I got comfortable with developing a social life and eventually dating and stuff like that, I felt like I was experiencing everything that I should have or wish I did before I had a kid. So that's why to all of my friends, I always encourage them to take your time, and yeah, just take your time. Because I wish that's what I would have. I wish that's what me now could tell younger me. Like, I would still obviously have my child, the exact same child, everything. I just would have taken my time. I would not have moved so quickly into that part of my life. I would have waited a little longer. So, yeah.
I was just about to ask you that as we wrap up. I was just about to say, well, something similar. What do you want your future self to thank you for doing today?
Ooh. Something I would want my future self to thank me for doing today is committing to growth. Yeah. Because some people stay the same for their entire lives.
Yes.
Like, there are some people, they are literally the exact same. Like, I guarantee you, it's some people that, we can, that we might run into from high school, middle school, whatever, and they're going to be the exact same person. And it's no shade to them, obviously, but it's like, at some point, you have to want to grow and develop. And I don't feel as though I'm the same person that I was at that point in my life. I feel like I'm very different. I'm similar in some ways, for sure, or the same in some ways, but I'm also very different, and I have a very different perspective when it comes to life, and I have the opportunities for growth to think that, because sometimes we get opportunities for growth and we don't take them, we don't learn from them and build and mold our character from them, because you don't have to stay the same person that you are. That's the interesting thing about being human. It's just like, we're like clay. Like, you can literally mold yourself to who you want to be, and it's going to take practice. You're not going to wake up as in your Beyonce era overnight, but you have to be committed to that. And I look at myself like a project of growth, and I'm just so thankful for the opportunities that have been given to me, and I'm appreciative of myself for being, wise enough to take them. I'm also very appreciative of some of the people that I've met in my life that have, that have given me more insight as to the type of person that I wanted to be too. Like, I'm so thankful for them. So it's like, yeah, thankful for growth.
No, that's so real about what you said about people just wanting to stay the same. Because even my mom will be on Facebook and she's like, oh, I used to go to high school with this person. And she'd be like, they still the same.
Dang.
And it's like, it's real. That's why you have to keep good people around you, because that's going to play a major part too. Because it is actually my nightmare to wake up one day and kind of be doing the same thing or not have reached my goals. That's actually a nightmare. It was a quote from this one of my favorite movies called Bronx Tale. I think it's from that movie. But it's basically like, the worst thing is wasted potential. And that's something that keeps me up at night. Like, not reaching my full potential. Everybody has different things that drives them, but that's definitely one of them. I think that's why I'm so big on personal growth as well. Like, that's just everything to me.
Yeah.
Everything.
I agree. I think that is like so essential.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you keep doing the same thing, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get the same result. So, yeah.
And I don't want that. I don't want that. Well, my dear, this has been such a great episode. This has been so good.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel great. I'm so excited to be here. And this, we've been trying to get this on the books for a while now.
I know. And
here we are.
Yeah, and I want to thank you for coming, because I know my girl's a mother first. And when the baby needs her, she is there for the baby. So,
indeed,
I'm glad you were able to make it today. Because honestly, if you couldn't make it, I was going to figure it out. But then I was like, oh, damn. I gotta figure something out. Yeah, when I was like, let me know if you can still make it. I was like, but no, I'm so glad we could do this, and we have to do another one.
Yeah, 100%.
We have to do another one. I might ask for some topics from the audience to see, because I feel like they're gonna get a lot out of this episode. If you ain't get a lot out of this episode, you ain't listen. Replay the episode, because we was dropping gems the whole time.
Dropping gems.
And
you know what's so crazy? I don't talk as freely as that. Like, this type of freeness, I don't talk this free with everybody. Like, I feel like these are the type of conversations that me and you will have at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Or 8:30 at night. But it's never been something where I'm like, I've publicly spoken out in that way. Like, these are conversations that I usually have with my friends. Or,
yeah.
you know, so it feels very weird, because this is like the behind the scenes me.
Right.
So it's like, wait, put me on camera.
Yeah, I definitely shared some stuff I didn't think I was gonna share today too, but I'm like, this is my channel at the end of the day. Yeah. So
I thought we was doing like that. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We did it. That was so good.
How do I turn this off?
Push this down, and then you see the on and off button. Oh my gosh.